Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your friend Ben Rabinovitz coming to you live here at beautiful Four-Wall, Boston. It is the Vendor Showcase 2023, and we're joined here live by the general manager himself, Mr. Stephen Way. What a wonderful way to break in the new times. It's a new era in AV audio and video rental here at Four-Wall. What a special day to be together with all of our friends and family.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. This has been a labor of love. From those that know us, from the Alps days to Four-Wall days to what we have here, going from a 38,000 square foot building to a 90,000 square foot building. This has been an amazing journey for us, and it's just beginning in our new home.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Thank you so much for making it so. And of course, the history is rich here in Four-Wall. And like you said, a long time of excellence in this industry. And that's what everyone around here knows Four-Wall for. Can you tell us a little bit about the company's history and kind of how we got to this point?
Absolutely. So I started the company back in 1981. I was a high school student. It was called BWA Lighting Company. Small basement business, as many of us in the technical and theater arts worked. I then sold the business to Four-Wall back in 2018, but between that, BWA became a company called ALPS, Advanced Lighting and Production Services, which is really the start of our growth in the 90s. And that continued on. We added a great team, as many of the people that either are on here or will listen to this have worked with before. And then we were approached by a great company called Four-Wall that we had worked with as a partner before. They were looking for growth in Boston. We were looking for growth. And so it was a nice marriage for us.
And can you talk a little bit about how this specific building came to be? Obviously a massive change from the old site in Canton and a much welcome improvement of not only space, but the ability to operate and send gear here, there, and everywhere with so much ease.
Absolutely. Thank you for the question. So what we started with was, again, a 38,000 square foot building. But after we became Four-Wall in 2018, within a year, it became apparent that we were outgrowing our current space. So we started working with the team, the national team, on figuring out what we wanted to do, where we wanted to go. That took about 8 months to actually land on a decision on where we wanted to go. This building that we're standing in didn't exist a year ago. It was woods. We were looking at a plan and a concept, and we said, we think this can work for us. So then we kind of took it from there. They built the building to our specifications. We moved in. We have literally only been in here for 30 days, and we decided, why not be a glutton for punishment? Let's have a vendor showcase and invite all of our friends. What better way to get us to unpack the suitcases and be ready?
Absolutely. Unpacking the suitcases is probably the easiest thing we've done here today and over the last 48 hours putting this together.
True.
And can you talk a little bit about how special it is to be able to host a showcase like this, not only for everyone to be able to showcase what they have going on, but also for Four-Wall to be able to show everybody all the amazing things we can do to bring these events to life.
Yeah. So Four-Wall has been doing vendor showcases for many years. So when we became Four-Wall, it was kind of a natural progression to do that. We have grown in our own ability. So we've got over 65 vendors here representing all aspects of the live event and even studio divisions of technical theater and lighting and effects. All of those people have been with us, been partners with us, Four-Wall and even Alps before, for 10, 15 years. So it's been a great transition. And what it is for the clients and guests and attendees, they get to see not only our capabilities, but they get to talk to the people that actually make the equipment. They can ask questions, they can give ideas for the next generation of technology that might be coming. So it's a wonderful day for people to gather, not just from networking and having a bite to eat.
That's beautiful. And of course, earlier today, we had the Longevity Awards ceremony. That was a wonderful time. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the emotional feeling behind that, just watching all the loyal staff from over the years be honored in such a way?
Certainly. So we've been Four Wall for just over 5 years. So the national team came in to help us celebrate with our team. And part of that was kind of giving out some recognition and awards. I thought I was going to do great. I thought, I've known these people for, in many cases, as much as 27 years. Some of these people have worked for me. And so speaking from the heart, emotion just got the better of me, and it just became, Steve broke down a little bit. No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because the team is what makes this operation and really what makes Four Wall work. So I'm glad to have them. I was really happy to be able to recognize them.
Obviously, company culture starts from the top, so way to lead by example and showing human first. That's the way it should be, and that's part of the slogan here at Four Wall: large enough to service, small enough to care. And can you tell us just a little bit more about that philosophy?
Sure. So it was one of the reasons that Four Wall liked Alps, because our cultures match so well. They came in to us, and it was like, we really have the same vision, the same mission. You just have a larger, bankroll, if you were, a larger ability to be able to support the clients that we're supporting and allow us to support the clients that we weren't quite there yet. So in the past several years, we've been able to add, many people know Alps as simply a lighting company, but as Four Wall, we've added lighting and we've added video. So the whole AVL, full production, has allowed us to grow and to do larger and more complex shows. But the small part is, and where we always remember, and my team remembers, that the theater person that came in for 2 Licos, maybe a couple of sheets of gel, they're working on a shoestring budget. We love those customers. We still love those customers. They still come here. Many of them are here today because they remember me when, they remember my staff when. So that's what makes today worth it, to be able to see these people.
That's beautiful. Steve, really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us here and all of the listeners and viewers live across the free world. And don't forget, folks, wherever you're located, if you need backup, if you need help with your rental needs, or maybe it's audio, video, lighting, whatever it could be, there's a Four Wall location near you that is ready to rock and roll.
That's good. We're going to have him do marketing. 17 locations now across not just the country, but in the EU as well, and more to come.
That is beautiful. Well, Steve, I know you got a lot of people you got to talk to still, so we'll let you get to that. But for now, folks, stay tuned, because we're going to segue now to a very special program. This is A Touch of Light Humor here from Four Wall Boston.
Okay, can we go to 244 and turn the haze on?
We don't have a 244.
We don't? I wrote it right here.
We go from 243 to
He means 249.
Quiet. We talked about this. Do you mean 240?
Oh wait, that's a 9. Go to 249.
Told you.
Okay, can we quickly make an effect with Group 61 doing a left-right chase and Group 501 doing a ballyhoo while also rolling between red and blue?
Seriously? At 11:30?
Shh. Okay, give me a second to work on that.
Sure, just give me something quick. Can I see it?
Still working.
I know it's hard, but I swear it'll be worth it.
That's what she said.
Inappropriate.
Okay, good enough for now. Can you keep the movers out of the audience?
Sure. We'll just use the avoid audience button.
Please.
Wait, is he eating again?
Stop it.
Hey, can we get some light on Sam?
Let's put 14 on the girl down left. And turn the haze off.
How can you stand that?
Gotta pick my battles. You can't have 14. It's currently on the drop.
Oh, sorry. Let's put 15 on the girl and 12 through 14 as a little backlight.
Hello? 14 can't come to the phone right now.
Yeah, again, 14 is not available.
Right, sorry. 15 on Sam. No, not her. The other girl. No, sorry, the one with the brown hair. Not the character Sammy. The actress Sam. Not the, that's the assistant stage
Can she
manager.
wave a fucking flag?
Okay, can you make it tighter on her?
That's as small as it gets.
I really want it smaller.
That is not what she said.
Oh my god.
Okay, that works. Can you turn the haze on? Oof, this key was missing something.
Artistry?
77 at 30, at 35, 33, update.
Yeah, those 2 points will make all the difference.
Zip it.
Actually, let's turn the haze off, and 301 through 351, Q only, trace, update, enter, to track.
He's just inventing keystrokes now.
I know what he means.
Okay, try and keep up.
No, you keep up. Pretty soon I'm gonna need a software update.
Hey, Lights, Sam still feels dark.
What's supposed to be lighting her?
Says the lighting designer.
Not helpful.
Don't we have this look already?
The work lights?
If you don't shut up, I'm switching to the backup.
Excuse me?
Sorry, just dealing with some interference up here.
That's a 5-minute break, everyone. Take 5, and there are brownies here at the table that Angie made. Take 5.
I need a cigarette.
All right, thanks. Leave the queue up and spin a disc.
Spin a disc? Okay, Grandpa. 1997 called. They want their microvision back.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Spin a... Oh, I like this cue. This is pretty. Good job, team. Did someone say brownies?
We are back here at the Boston Vendor Showcase 2023. Thank you so much for joining us here live. And if you're watching this not quite live later on, we welcome you to the festivities one way or the other. We have a great gaming system set up right now, Glitch, and they were so nice enough to send over this wonderful kit. We'll take a look over at that. And right now you're seeing a live look, somebody enjoying the game, and my goodness me, oh my, WWE 2K23 up on the screen right now, and that is just so awesome to be able to see that. And just the graphics alone, obviously, it's a far cry from the old PlayStation 1 days that I remember, but hey, what can you do? Everyone's having loads of fun, and it's just great to be able to see people getting out there and enjoying. I do want to join our introduce our next guest, I should say, VP of Marketing, Luke Lytle, I should say. I'm sorry, you specifically even told me not to do that, but
it's
Luke,
all right. It's all right.
welcome on. Thank you so much. It is a muggy day in this warehouse right now, thanks to all these gorgeous lights. But hey, the party is on, and it's never been more fun.
I'm not in Vegas anymore. It's a lot wetter, humid. We just got a tornado warning. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, everybody's phone just went off all at once about that. We should be okay, though. I think we're pretty well protected in here. But anyway, so a great day for everybody being able to showcase all the things that are going on here locally in the Boston office. Brand new facility, as we just heard from the general manager, Stephen Way. Can you tell us a little bit about how it feels to be able to finally be standing in here after all the planning, all the plotting, all the construction, and all the checks that needed to be cut to make this possible? How does it feel?
So from my end in marketing, the hardest thing was to get Google Maps to update the new address. With it being a new building, it didn't want to acknowledge this location. So first thing I did when I landed was 4 Wall Boston, and it worked. Thank you, Google, after weeks and weeks of
back and forth, to say the least.
But seeing the building, it's impressive. Where they were before, they were as cramped as they could be. They fit as much equipment, as much people. To see this, where they have room to grow, it's exciting. It's exciting to see the smiles on all their faces. It wasn't far from where they were before, so their commute's not really changing. Just as an exciting time for the people here.
Absolutely. And again, as we take a look on screen here, we're seeing some of the great graphics from all this gaming station going on. This is something that a lot of clients may or may not even know about yet, but 4Wall does an awful lot with esports and professional gaming. And this is the kind of setup that folks could have at their next event, corporate gathering, whatever it might be. How do you explain being able to get these types of events going, especially in a post-COVID world?
So the first thing I would say is talk to one of our specialists. They'll help you get on the ground running. As you can see in the stage back there, we have a floor and a wall. We can do it with just the wall, just the floor with a ceiling. You can do projectors, video tile. It's really just what you have time for and what you have budget for. But any of our locations, if you go to our website, go to the contact page, you can contact somebody and they can help you get your events going. So
that's a beautiful thing. I also definitely wanted to make a couple of minutes to talk to you about the rental business here, especially video, audio, lighting in the post-COVID world. There's obviously so much that goes into that. And how would you explain 4Wall being able to stay on top of that game despite all the challenges?
Yeah, so one of the things we've done before COVID, during COVID, and now after is bring in the manufacturers to our shop and have them meet with our asset team. Our asset team is comprised of video people, lighting people, rigging people, and they'll analyze the gear when the manufacturers are going to put something out to market, and they'll take our feedback. So our clients will say, hey, we need this in a fixture. We need more IP65 rated. And we'll give that feedback to the manufacturers, and that's how we're able to kind of not dictate, but work with them to create the products that our clients need. Through uselighting.com, which you'll hear about more later, we sell off our equipment, and then we use that money to reinvest into the new technology out there. So that's kind of how we, working with the clients and the manufacturers, stay on top of the ever-evolving industry with the products that are always coming to market.
Absolutely. And of course, as the VP of Marketing overall, I've got to ask you, your career here at 4Wall, how has that impacted your life, the life of your family, and just everything around that aspect of it?
Yeah, so 15 years ago I started here. It was 2008. The industry, or the pandemic, not the pandemic, the housing crisis hit. Everybody was laying off. I was a pharmacy technician going to become a pharmacist, and there was no jobs. So I took a job rolling cable in a shop in Las Vegas, and that led to becoming the graphic designer, getting my degree for that, and then e-commerce manager, and to my position now. So it's been an interesting journey for me. Not what I expected it to be, but it's been humbling and exciting, and seeing 4Wall from 2 locations to 16 locations has been an exciting journey to see, especially because we've really tried to focus on keeping that same culture we had at 2 locations to where we are, much larger now.
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about with Steve, the general manager, about the longevity awards, and you were present for those as well.
Yep.
Can you tell us what you saw, not only just the emotional level and the human aspect of everything, but what does it mean to all these employees to be recognized for such service and, let's be honest, a very unforgiving industry at times?
Yeah, I've been to a few of them across all of our locations, and at every one, the CEO, Wes Bailey, is there. He physically flies out along with our CMO and our head of HR. They'll physically go there to meet with everybody at the locations, and we have 16. It's a lot. They have families, but they feel it's very important to give the recognition. So to see the employees that are hitting their 5, 15, 20-year marks get emotional, Steve getting emotional from our GM from Boston, I got a little emotional just because it means so much to people. It means so much to have a place that is stable, that cares about the employees. They get a nice gift card or it's every stage they get something nice and it gets better and better. I'm a gaming guy. I bought a Steam Deck with my 15-year anniversary, which was fun. So it's just exciting to see the emotion on their face, to see how much this company means to them and the camaraderie that they all have with each other.
Wonderfully said. Now, we're going to show another episode of this wonderful new program we have called Light Humor. Very industry specific, and I got to tell you, I'm really enjoying this so far. Tell us a little bit about how this came together and who the mastermind is behind this.
Yeah, so this came because of COVID. The marketing team, thankfully, we basically all stayed on throughout COVID, and we were trying to come up with different ideas of how to bring humor and laughter to an industry that was dead, because we felt the frustration and the depression of the live event industry ending. So we met with Jeff Kreuter and Corey Paddock out of New York. They're Broadway designers, and just battered around some ideas, and that's where this was born. Our animations are done in-house by Skylar Smith. Skylar, nice job. She's on my marketing team. She animates them all. The scripts are written by Jeff and Corey and Drew from my team, Four Wall Drew, which many of you know. And then we bring in Broadway actors to do the voices, to help with the scripts. I really enjoy them. I hope everybody that watches them enjoys them. We have a lot of fun making them, but they do take a lot of work and time to get the audio, to get the animations right. I'm excited to see the next episode, which is releasing later this month.
Well, let's get right to episode 2. We're going to watch it live right here, right now at the Showcase Boston Vendor Area 2023. I love it. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Here's to episode 2.
Okay, that looks good, Mike. Moving on to channel 6.
Channel 6.
Okay, let's tilt that up. And John would still love to get those work lights out.
On it.
Okay, tilting up. And we're gonna need a new lamp.
I'll grab one.
Okay, well, let's jump to channel 7. Hot on me. Tilt up a little.
What?
Tilt up. John, can we hold off on the drilling for a little bit?
I'll talk to them. Hey, Cobb, can you just hold off on the noise for a bit?
And a case of beer to anyone who gets the work lights on.
Turn it off?
No, not the... Let's do a top cut.
You need a top hat? Hey, Dan, grab me a top
Not
hat.
a top hat. A top... Oh, thank God. A top cut, please. And now a little pan stage right. Good, lock it.
Locked.
Beautiful. Actually, pan that light backstage left a little bit.
Panning stage left.
That's great. Lock it. Actually, backstage right here. Perfect. At least they're not tuning the piano. Can we just get through one light without having extra noise?
I'll take care of it. They gotta clean the house before tonight.
It's okay. The work lights are still on, so they can see what they're doing. Let's run the barrel.
Downstage skirting coming in.
Oh, for the love of... Really?
Hey, Rail, can we lose the curtain? How's that look?
Like the backside of a dirty curtain. Why don't we... Thank you, Rail. Okay, let's lock that. You gotta be kidding me. John!
The piano tuner's here.
You think? This might be difficult, no?
No, this guy's a pro. He says nothing can break his focus.
I should have been a piano tuner.
Did you need something else?
A gin and tonic?
What?
Nope.
Spin the yoke?
No, the yoke is fine. Let's move... Wait, what channel is this?
Channel 7.
Son of a... I put this in the wrong spot.
Unlock?
No, we'll come back to it. Let's drop color and move on.
This light has no color.
Oh, of course not. John, can we get the color for this light?
I have it down here. I can send it up with the lamp. It's okay. I gotta come down and grab the wrench anyway.
Grab the wrench? What do you
want to go somewhere else?
Cancun.
Sorry?
The box boom! Andrea, all set up there? Let's bang through these lights and then we can start over.
That's coffee. Make it safe.
Fuck me. Okay. Thanks, everyone. 300 lights to go.
Got the works out. Better? I'm just gonna leave some lights on for the piano tuner.
Ask him if he takes requests.
little bit of light humor never did anybody any harm, right? Here at the Boston Vendor Showcase 2023, first of its kind. And I'd like to introduce another one of our friends. Tell the viewers listening at home who you are and what you do here at the Boston facility.
How you doing, everyone? I am Mike Matasio, and I am the shop foreman here at Four Wall Boston. So I get to run all the out in the warehouse such side of things here.
And that's awesome. Obviously, all these new bays, and I'm sure you saw the old Canton facility and lived through that era as well. And, of course, going from such a tight space to a wide open one. Talk about that transition and some of the positive things that have come of that.
Sure. I mean, you're talking about going to a place that had 3 to 4 docks, being generous, to a place that has 13 docks. Going straight across our shop. So instead of dealing with everything inside of a tight little inbound, outbound area, we're able to stretch everything far out. And beyond that, we're able to really expand things that we're able to intake. So we have New York, Vegas, and all these other locations that may be able to house way more gear than we're able to house. We can now take that in-house and offer way more to our clients here, which is great. So not only are we able to focus on the churches, the schools, and the colleges, we're able to focus on arenas, theaters, and these massive, massive places we're able to fill with all of our lighting and audio gear now.
And obviously adding audio into the mix where it's always traditionally been video and lighting. Right. Can you speak a little bit about how that has added to your ability and your warehouse staff's ability to complete these orders in one full swing rather than clients having to go here, there, and everywhere for everything?
Right, and I think the really important thing with that is we become a one-stop shop. Just like you said, people don't have to nitpick and get specific things from specific vendors. You now have one person that can get you all your lighting, your video, your sound, and if there is any issues or any additions after the fact, all of that can come through directly us. You have one point of contact to fix all of your issues or to just make your event as perfect as it deserves to be.
Which is obviously no easy feat, as any AV technician has ever experienced. There is never not a problem. So when Four Wall is able to come in and fix it, that is a beautiful thing.
Exactly, every time.
Absolutely. Any honorable mentions to some of your top staff? Obviously, everybody's a top staff member, but I just want to make sure we give everybody an opportunity to shine in the spotlight as well.
Right, of course. And honestly, I would love to give you specific names of people that are amazing. My entire shop is amazing. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without anybody that I have. So realistically, I can't tell you I have this one person that is my go, end-all, be-all of employees. Four Wall Boston as a whole is just full of insanely reliable people, insanely and reliable employees, and honestly, at this stage, good friends and family of mine.
That's wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening up on the stage here right now. This obviously just a beautiful setup here. We have LED walls going. The floor is an experience of its own. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, for sure. I mean, as you can see, I'm sure what's streaming right now is the game. I love everything that we're doing here. We have the LED wall panels and the floor. I haven't even watched WWE in probably like 20 years. I didn't know if Kane or Cena is even still
We had to unlock them special.
So they're special. They're not even playing anymore. Is that Brock Lesnar too?
It's a cacophony of chaos.
Like, what is going on right now? I'm going back to like the Hardy Boys, right? Like that's when I was all in. You had the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, and that whole invasion when WWE bought WCW, and it was a whole thing. That's my game right there. But again, I mean, look at the lights. They're beautiful. Who doesn't want to see an employee spend an hour playing games and kids just having a grand old time?
Absolutely, and it's exactly that, a grand old time. And this is just really special to be here this year in the brand new facility. The vendor showcase is on. The food is unbelievable. And all the vendors here showing off all the new toys and gadgets. I'm pretty sure I saw whatever that thing is in Fallout 4.
Oh man, yeah. Speaking of Fallout 4, just start playing Starfield. Good stuff. I'm not even going to bother you with
I got to get into that. That's my next stop after tonight.
Oh my God, yeah. But you're talking like 200, 300 hours, man. I don't have that much time right now.
I don't have 5 minutes, lo and behold, 300 hours. I love it. Well, my friend, thank you very much for stopping through. This has been wonderful having you, and thank you for telling us all about this wonderful facility. We've got much more coming up, but we're going to get to another episode of Light Humor here at Four Wall Boston Vendor Showcase. You already know, folks. Let's have a little bit of that industry light humor. We need it, don't we?
You got it.
Hi, everyone. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Oh, the whole gang's here.
Hey, everybody.
It's so good to see all your faces. Well, almost all.
Jeannie, darling, you seem to have overshot your camera.
What's that? Oh, sorry. Lift coming in. Hello? Am I on? Can you hear me?
We hear nothing else, dear. We just can't see you.
I hope this is a paid Zoom account. We could be here a while.
Dimmerak, where are you? Still in Moonaki?
I'm in Sheboygan, powering a drive-in movie theater, and I jumpstart the cars after the film.
Just what he needs. More power.
Hey, after the Jaws Finding Nemo double feature, there were a ton of dead batteries.
What do you mean? I was plugged in all night.
No, never mind. Jeannie, what are you up to?
Oh, they've got me upgrading the ventilation system here. I haven't seen such clogged filters since we all worked that Fish concert.
Yeah, we found Dimmerwack chewing on his own feeder cable.
And poor Moving Light was spinning in circles all night. We can't hear you. I think you're in silent mode. Goodness, these new moving lights are so quiet.
Remember her grandpa Cyberlight? When he calibrated, it sounded like the building was collapsing.
Hello? Hello? Ugh, sorry. My new firmware has more options than the Bacchanal buffet. But on the plus side, I can now display French, German, Mandarin, and Dothraki.
Dothraki?
Well, that's just from binging Game of Thrones.
Well, that'll be useful when they open Hamilton in King's Landing.
Hamilton? That British-bashing tripe? No, I prefer my rhyming verse in the language of Shakespeare, thank you very much.
Me too. I love a good classic like Hamlet or Macbeth.
Oh, no!
Whoa.
What'd I do?
Jeannie, are you crazy? You were literally an accident waiting to happen.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I've been using my insides to make sourdough. And yes, Jeannie, I agree. There's nothing quite like a classic play lit by some beautiful incandescent Fresnels.
Mm-hmm. Nothing beats a warm tungsten beam.
We get it, old timer.
Tell us, Parkan, what was Thomas Edison like in person?
Very funny, but your days are numbered too. I'll save you a page at usedlighting.com.
How's retirement, by the way?
I'm lighting a bingo hall in Palm Beach. It's great. I only work 4 hours a week, and I met a lovely beam projector who still thinks that I'm pretty rock and roll.
Mama, can I wear your old blue gel?
No, I want to be blue.
Sorry. You know all my old blues have holes in them.
And will they make us LED?
Uncle Jimmy is LED and he is the coolest.
No, Uncle Jimmy is a busted wall wash at Chase Bank. Now put those old gels away and go practice running your barrels.
Fine.
God bless them. They think they're ready to light Beyonce.
Oh, they've gotten so small. They must be taking up all of your time.
Not all of it. I got a gig lighting a heated igloo at Rosa Mexicano.
Very fancy.
1 million available colors and they requested tungsten? I never thought I'd miss a dance party rainbow chase so much.
Oh, I miss all my dimmers humming at full while the audience goes wild during a curtain call.
Or one of those late-night location shoots under the stars.
What I wouldn't give to be on a trade show floor again where everyone comes to see me.
Or seeing the faces in the crowd when I blind the hell out of them.
Jeannie, what do you miss the most?
I miss having a 200-pound stagehand inside of me.
Oh my
Yeah, Jeannie.
Dimmerak, we can see your pin patch.
Sorry, that was an accident. Latch is a little rusty, you know?
Oh, boy.
I think I have to run anyways. The kids are trying to short yoke each other again.
Yeah, me too.
Bye,
Gotta
guys.
run.
See ya, kids.
Yeah,
Bye,
it's
guys.
good seeing you all.
Cheers.
Great seeing you guys.
Always time for some light humor in this industry, and there's no shortage of that here at the Boston Vendors Showcase. Also, want to say hi to one of our good friends here from the HR team. If you could introduce yourself to our viewers watching at home.
Hello, everybody. My name is Melissa Wallace. I'm the Regional Business HR Partner located out of Moonachie, New Jersey, but I support the entire Northeast. So today I'm here with my Boston family for their grand opening.
Whoop, whoop. I love it. Just taking a look around here, obviously the camaraderie on full display, smiles all around.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than this.
Not at all. I mean, to see all of the employees come together to make sure this happened, not to mention we have so many visitors from our different locations, speaks to the fact that even though we continue to grow, we're truly a family at the end of the day.
Which is a very difficult thing to accomplish in 2023. I don't think anybody needs any further explanation on how hard it is to have a successful career, especially with one company nowadays. And
Correct.
Four Wall really has taken that culture a step further. Can you talk a little bit about what it means to you on the HR side to know that not only are all these employees being trained well, but they're being cared for well?
Oh, 100%. I think one of the things that we do specifically in the HR department is we provide a support system. As you know, in any work environment, there will be challenges, but one of the things that I think allows Four Wall to stand on their own is that even though we have so many different locations, there is a support system across the board. And that has everything to do with labor, to gear, to drivers, and with continuous training and keeping on top of all of the new trends that comes out in the industry. I think that Four Wall is doing a great job, and we try to make sure that the employees stay engaged, having different types of activities and so forth. So I think we're doing a pretty good job, and today is a great example of that.
It really is. And of course, you know, we give all the thanks in the world to the HR department for making sure all the wonderful benefits that come along with working for a company like this are active and front and center for everybody. Because let's be honest, 98% of the workforce, that is the main ticket. That is the reason why most of us end up being here, because we want to care for our families.
100%, 100%. And I think that people sometimes forget that the HR team, we're employees too, you know?
Right.
So we actually can empathize with everything that people looks for when they're choosing a place to call home in terms of a career, benefits, employee engagement. Obviously today we celebrated the employees with a longevity award. So we really, really focus on retaining good talent and keeping everyone here as part of our family.
And I absolutely wanted to ask you about that longevity awards ceremony today. How did that make you feel, being able to watch everybody, just their faces light up? And of course, we heard General Manager Steve Way.
Right.
He had an emotional moment as well, as he told us at the top of the broadcast here. What was your take on all that?
Well, he had several.
I don't blame him.
He had several. And but I think when you have that type of reaction, it speaks to someone being genuine in terms of how they feel about the people they work with, the relationships that have been built over the course of decades at this point. And I think that by having these types of awards, it's a daily reminder of how much we value our employees and what they do.
Absolutely. And as we take a look around the main stage here, I want to switch our camera angle for folks. Tell me your impression taking a look at the Glitch Battle Station that's been set up here with this wonderful LED wall, the LED double floor. What's your impression of this, and how special does this make Four Wall events for all of our clients?
No, it just has blown away. And the exposure, let's be honest, not everybody understands the intricate details of what goes into making these things type of happen. Most people are end users, so to see the full display from start to finish, it's actually mind-blowing.
It really is. I mean, that floor is almost difficult to walk on, and then when you come off of it back onto regular ground, you realize, man, regular ground is boring.
And I actually would love to have one of these in my house. So
Right?
I think that you're going to probably have a lot more purchases at the end of this showcase.
Wonderful. And we do want to say thank you to Glitch for supplying the battle stations today. They look wonderful. And thank you so much
Thanks,
as well
Ben.
for taking the time to talk to the viewers and all of the people around the world who appreciate what Four Wall does and has done and will continue to do into the future. And of course, it'd be remiss if we didn't bring it up. If anybody out there watching this is looking to start their career in the AV field, how would you recommend they go about doing that?
Well, first, you always want to follow our career page because we're always advertising our new acquisitions and new positions, and we're going to continue to grow, and we're forever going to be in need of new candidates for various different positions, and just keep us at the top of the list because there's a lot of rewards that come with being part of the Four Wall family.
I love it. So wonderfully said. Thank you so much for taking the time. There's so much to go see and do, people to talk to.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're cooking over there, but you got to go
It's
enjoy
really
some
good.
for me because whatever it is smells amazing.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you. And as we have been, we're going to show episode 4, industry appropriate. It's light humor here at the Boston Vendor Showcase in the beautiful new Boston facility, 7 Manley Street, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Stay tuned, folks, and enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Cutting it a little close tonight, aren't we? Hello? This is half hour. Nothing? Okay, for real now. They gotta open up the house any minute. Y'all can't leave me out here naked like this. You know I'm more of a backstage type. Half hour? Everything's still here, so the show hasn't closed. Is this one of those weeks where you change the day off? Well, I'm sure it'll only be a day or two. I'll stand guard. Could even sing a little ditty if I need to. Me, mamo. What to do to die today? Look, what do you talk? I've never been out here this long. I usually just, chill in my own little corner. In my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to. I can be what? I'm the greatest star. I am by far. But I am my Don Quixote. If I were a rich man, 2, 4, 6, 0. One singular sensation, every little step she. Memory all alone. I wanna be where the moonlight. I can. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. Mama's doing fine. Mama's getting hot. Mama's getting real hot, actually. Whew. Never been on this long. Just need a little break to cool down for a second, so I. Ah! Oh, God. Shoo. Get out of here. Stop chewing on that. That's not your prop. You're gonna be. Hello? Where is everyone? Where did the show go? Stella! Head! Oh. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous... Son of a... Hey! Don't chew on that wire. Actually, on second thought, do chew on that wire. Because I'm too darn hot. Yes, chew on the wire. Yes. Fuck. On my own. Nothing happens. Nobody comes. Nobody goes. Ooh, somebody came! Any update? Hey, while you're here, do you mind just unplugging me so I can cool down a little? Hello? Am I invisible? Mr. Cellophane should have been my name. Whoa, not good! Climb every mountain. Ah! Ghosts be gone. There's more of gravy than the grave about you, whatever you are. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Turning. Oh, that's better. Don't really love the dark, though. Someone should leave the light on. Nope. I have a job to do, and people are relying on me. And I am telling you. You know what? This is fine. I can get used to this. A quiet, dark theater. Just me, a dead rat, a theater full of ghosts, my raw talent. I think I could be very happy.
Let's go! We got 2 weeks to get this show back on its feet.
Okay, let's go! We got a lot to do. I can see 3 house lights out already. Let's get a ladder and care for that rat. Oh, and Channel 108 is definitely going to need a new cut of jail, and I think we should really look at that Act 1 finale because it is not landing yet. Okay, come on, people. Places!
And as we welcome you back, folks, online and around the free world, thank you very much for joining us here live at Four Walls Boston Vendor Showcase. I'd like to say it's not the first time we've done this, but in this spot, it sure is. And joining us now, Mike Mancuso of Four Wall, as well as the mastermind behind UseLighting.com and NewLighting.com. Mike, absolute pleasure to have you here with us, and thank you for coming all the way out from Vegas.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about that website there. We were getting into it a little bit earlier today, but not only has UseLighting and NewLighting.com carried the torch over the last 20 years in helping keep things up and running for not only just the company, but everyone out there that enjoys any type of lighting in any degree. And let's be honest, it can get a bit pricey sometimes. So what Use Lighting does is really a service back to folks that need it the most. Let's talk a little bit about the website.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But I also want to just correct you. It's not 20 years. It's almost 25 years.
Oh, all right.
And for us, for our clients and our customers and everyone, when you're trying to stretch your dollar and you can't afford new, which you could buy on newlighting.com, you can combine it with some used equipment. And for us, it really helps us with our technology to keep our rental gear all fresh and just to keep it moving forward. And for us, when we sell off some of our equipment out of our rental stock, it might be 3, 4, 5 years old. That's actually pretty new to some of our customers, which are schools, churches, production houses, theaters, showrooms, all different kinds of productions. So that's really helped us, and that's where we look at is just trying to help our customers.
And help them you have. Didn't mean to take the last 5 years off that. Those are probably the most pivotal years of all.
Yes, and the great thing with the used equipment that comes out of Four Wall or on uselighting.com is it's all been professionally maintained throughout. And I always let everyone know where they're like, what's the difference of buying used equipment from you or for someone else? I just let them know that the quality of the gear that we're sending out is how we would send it out on a rental. And all I see is used equipment is a rental that goes out that never comes back. So we take that pride in how we send out our rental gear is exactly how we sell out our used equipment.
That's wonderful. You're not going to get a level of accuracy or expertise like that from anywhere else. So that is huge. And of course, that transitions to my next question for you. During the last 4 years, the COVID era, we saw this industry go through many different changes. Can you talk a little bit about how UseLighting.com has been able to stay on top of that, not only with Four Wall, but helping keep the industry moving through a very tumultuous time?
Well, it's really helped because with a lot of our clients, when everything shut down, there are also other productions that were still happening. So for them, they needed some equipment, and price was a really big thing. So during that time, we were able to help with some lower prices, being able to sell to them. They were able to get their productions on. Some clients actually took advantage of during that, who bought ahead for when everything really kind of came back over the last couple years.
Absolutely, and we can see some of that on display right now. Again, the Glitch battle stations up there in the middle of the floor for all to enjoy, and just a sampling of some of the lighting equipment that would be available on uselighting.com as well as newlighting.com. And obviously, I should be pretty specific to say, but the brand new lighting and the used lighting, they go hand in hand. So talk a little bit about how both of them work together through COVID.
They totally work together, not only during COVID, but during the last 25 years of us doing this, is a way to stretch your budget. You wanted to buy some new gear, but you couldn't afford it. You supplement it with some used equipment, and you could put it together, and you have some new equipment, some used equipment, some of your infrastructure of the higher priced gear. You could buy that used, bring that down, and then supplement the rest with new. So we could give our clients multiple options. They could go completely new, they could go completely used, they could go new and used, and they also could rent from 4Wall.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a multi-point approach, and that's the name of the game here. So I absolutely love that. Last question for you, just kind of wrapping up the whole COVID era there. Can you tell me a little bit about your personal experience going through that time and watching all these hundreds of thousands of trade shows go from scheduled and booked to canceled to, hey, we're calling because we're transitioning and we don't know what we're doing. Can Use Lighting and 4Wall help?
That's actually a good question. So for us with the transition and companies coming back, and unfortunately during that time we did lose some companies just because of the whole situation of everything was going. And the great thing with 4Wall was that we're diversified into still being able to help our customers rental-wise, also selling new equipment and selling used. So whatever their options or whatever their budget was, we are able to fulfill that as a company, as 4Wall and Use Lighting.
Wonderful. Mike, I know you got a lot going on here. You got a line of people waiting to go talk to you over at uselighting.com. So thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. Thank you for flying out. And just a wonderful time out here and a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Minusco here at the Boston Vendor Showcase. You better believe we're live here in Boston, and we're going to go to a little bit of light humor.
Okay.
I think we all need a little bit of that here. So let's roll episode 5.
Look, miss, I'm sorry. I just don't think there's a place for you among the moving lights, 5Ks, and follow spots. I'm not sure what we would do with you. It's nothing personal. You're clearly very bright. Have you thought about partnering with a mirror? Everybody has a mirror.
And that was my 4th lighting shop this week. He just looked right through me. I can't get arrested in this town. I swear, if I have to go back to lighting actors auditioning from their apartments.
Hey, don't be so down on yourself. You've got a real special glow. I'm sure your big break will come any day now.
Hey, I'm no amateur. You're talking to a bona fide star. I was at the Oscars, the Grammys, and the Emmys. I am one award show away from an EGOT. Hell, I lit Dionne Warwick.
In concert?
In her dining room. She's never looked better. I've done more episodes of The Today Show than Al Roker. I helped the world stay connected and illuminated. Now they just expect me to fade away?
Well, what else can you do?
What can't I do? I can work up here at 5600 Kelvin.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Maybe you prefer it down here at 2700. Or perhaps you want to set the perfect mood. Well, then meet me at 35%. Soft and gentle. That's how Brad Pitt liked it.
When did you work with Brad Pitt?
Didn't you see SNL last season? I lit half those episodes. I was in more homes than Alexa. But now, to be on CNN, you actually just go to CNN. Concerts are back, studio audiences are back, live theater is back.
Thank God live theater is back. I honestly can't watch another play on Zoom.
Fair point. But I don't want to end up in a garage next to someone's pandemic Peloton.
Excuse me? Do you mind if I ask how quickly you can turn on?
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, I mean like if I were to flash you.
Hey, couldn't hurt. Let's see what you're working with. Seriously, what are you, a lighting designer?
I've been sitting here racking my brain for inspiration. I've done the cliche of hanging 1,000 light bulbs. I've hung 200 chandeliers at different heights. I've strung more Christmas lights than Rockefeller Center.
Oh, you are a lighting designer.
Yeah, and I'm about to start the new Chain Motors tour, and I need a fresh idea. I don't suppose there's a lot more of you.
Are you kidding? I'm from the Amazon
jungle
warehouse. I've got hundreds of cousins just sitting on the shelves. Why do you ask?
Call your cousins.
Enjoying these episodes of light humor here, produced in-house at Four Wall, and just a lot of fun. Here with us live once again at the Boston Vendor Showcase, another one of our friends here from the Boston office. If you could introduce yourself to our friends and viewers across the free world.
So, my name is Richard Gagliardi. I'm the head of repair for Four Wall Boston. I've been here for about 24 years, and I basically am in charge of repairs, maintenance on all the rental equipment.
That has got to be one of the most stressful jobs in this entire building. No disrespect to our friends up at the top there, but when something breaks or goes wrong, you're the guy that gets that phone call.
Exactly. Yeah, we try and get out in front of all the problems that we can, but if you think about it, rolling gear in and out of trucks all day, there's a lot of wear and tear and maintenance they have to go through. So we spend a lot of time, especially in the QC, finding the problems, hopefully before they get on site.
And can you tell us a little bit about your QC process in-house here, kind of from start to finish when a piece comes back off the truck from rental? What happens to it? What's the process before it gets prepped and ready to go out for the next job?
So it starts on the loading dock looking for anything that is damaged. Then all the equipment is broken out to each individual department, at which point it gets hung up, tested, powered. They run through all of the functions and features. The units are cleaned, painted if they needed, software updated, and then they get run through a test pattern for, depending on the unit, could be 5 minutes, could be 30 minutes. QCing on a simple piece of equipment versus a moving light or a video projector is very different, but the goal is that it's perfect when it goes in the box to get put on the shelf and ready to go to the customer when we need to.
Now, obviously, Four Wall more than known for its lighting and its video. How is the addition of audio added to that workload for you?
It's not too bad. It's a learning curve, but we have some really good people, and we could also pull resources for other shops when we have questions. That's kind of one of the nice things about Four Wall is there's a really deep pool of talent that you can drag in answers from, especially if you get a strange problem, something you've never seen before. We're talking all the time online. We sort of have working groups for all the different departments. Like, hey, have you ever seen this thing? It won't connect. Oh, yeah, it's this problem. I had to deal with that. Here's the patch. And we can really work through the problems very quickly that way.
And that's obviously key, especially when gear is show side and it's, hey, man, we're racing the clock. We just got this set up. I push the on button and it's not working.
Exactly.
What do we do?
Yeah, and we have a very deep pile of knowledge. And we work with really good crews on site. And the communication is really good and really fast. And sometimes you have to take the phone call way off hours, but that's part of the show business experience.
It sure is. 24 happy hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Give or take a leap year here and there.
Exactly.
It's never a bad time for showtime.
Exactly.
I love it. Can you talk a little bit more about your staff and crew here in the warehouse and how having this brand new facility has just, I'm imagining, has increased morale 100,000%.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, just having the room to really spread out, and also coming to a new space, you can start with a blank slate. You can really try and optimize sort of your pattern and your flow, how you work through the thing. Because really, What we're dealing with is it's an assembly line. You bring equipment in, you QC it, make sure it's perfect, and get it ready, and then have to pull that equipment and package it and ship it to a client or to one of our events. So being able to start with more space, that just really makes that whole process more efficient, that you're not having to move things out of the way. The storage is much more efficient, and just really just the room to do the job a lot easier, or move things in bigger pieces.
Or even, I'm sure, having more than 3 bays to work with and having multiple trucks be able to sit, be loaded, unloaded all at the same time.
Absolutely.
It's a huge improvement here. So wonderfully done. And anything you'd like to tell the viewers watching at home that they might not ever know about this company and this industry unless they heard it from you right here, right now?
That would be a very tough question to answer. I think I'm going to have to take a pass on that one.
That's fair enough, but I can tell you what, folks, if you're looking to start a career in this industry, I would recommend talking to this guy right here in the Boston facility. Doesn't sound like there's anyone better or more qualified to fix all of the broken things constantly, even if they're not really broken. Sometimes those user errors are quite fun, I can imagine.
Oh, there are many a story of, is it plugged in? What do you mean I have to plug it in?
What do you mean there's an on button?
Exactly.
Does it just come right on?
Exactly.
I love it. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And, of course, thank you for all of your effort in the setup process over the last 3 days. This warehouse has overgone one heck of a 360. And I got to tell you, all the hard work really paid off. Everything looks fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. This is a really good crew, and we got a lot done.
I would agree so. So thank you very much. And once again, folks, here at the Boston Vendor Showcase, we got a little bit of something for everyone. And I don't think anything's broken today. So hopefully you can go enjoy yourself. And whatever they're serving over there, you can go get yourself some of.
Fantastic.
Love
Have a good
it.
evening.
All right, folks, let's do another episode of Light Humor as we move right on through here at the Vendor Showcase. And I'm sure we're going to have some more great people to talk to coming up just a couple of minutes here at 4 Wall in Boston.
Okay, can we go to 244 and turn the haze on?
We don't have a 244.
We don't? I wrote it right here.
We go from 243 to
He means 249.
Quiet. We talked about this. Do you mean 240?
Oh, wait, that's a 9. Go to 249.
Told you.
Okay, can we quickly make an effect with Group 61 doing a left-right chase and Group 501 doing a ballyhoo while also rolling between red and blue?
Seriously? At 11:30? Shh.
Okay, give me a second to work on that.
Sure, just give me something quick. Can I see it?
Still working.
I know it's hard, but I swear it'll be worth it.
That's what she said.
Inappropriate.
Okay, good enough for now. Can you keep the movers out of the audience?
Sure. We'll just use the avoid audience button.
Please.
Wait, is he eating again?
Stop it.
Hey, can we get some light on Sam?
Let's put 14 on the girl down left. And turn the haze off.
How can you stand that?
Gotta pick my battles. You can't have 14. It's currently on the drop.
Oh, sorry. Let's put 15 on the girl and 12 through 14 as a little backlight.
Hello? 14 can't come to the phone right now.
Yeah, again, 14 is not available.
Right, sorry. 15 on Sam. No, not her. The other girl. No, sorry. The one with the brown hair. Not the character Sammy. The actress Sam. Not the, that's the assistant stage
Can she
manager.
wave a fucking flag?
Okay, can you make it tighter on her?
That's as small as it gets.
I really want it smaller.
That is not what she said.
Oh my god.
Okay, that works. Can you turn the haze on? Oof, this key was missing something.
Artistry?
77 at 30, at 35, 33, update.
Yeah, those 2 points will make all the difference.
Zip it.
Actually, let's turn the haze off, and 301 through 351, Q only, trace, update, enter, to track.
He's just inventing keystrokes now.
I know what he means.
Okay, try and keep up.
No, you keep up. Pretty soon I'm gonna need a software update.
Hey, Lights, Sam still feels dark.
What's supposed to be lighting her?
Says the lighting designer.
Not helpful.
Don't we have this look already?
The work lights?
If you don't shut up, I'm switching to the backup.
Excuse me?
Sorry, just dealing with some interference up here.
That's a 5-minute break, everyone. Take 5, and there are brownies here at the table that Angie made. Take 5.
I need a cigarette. All right, thanks. Leave the queue up and spin a disc.
Spin a disc? Okay, Grandpa. 1997 called. They want their microvision back.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Spin a... Oh, I like this cue. This is pretty. Good job, team. Did someone say brownies?
Really enjoying these light humor episodes. These are something special here at Four Wall, the Boston Vendor Showcase. Brand new facility, brand new friends and family, and all of us here under one warehouse roof. It doesn't get much better than this. One of our new friends and guests here, just celebrating 5 years here at Four Wall. If you could introduce yourself to our viewers at home and tell them what you do here at Four Wall.
Absolutely. I'm Wells. I'm the LED lead at this location in Boston. So I check in the LEDs and I receive them from the orders and then send them back out.
That's a beautiful process and so well put too. You made it almost sound easy. I mean, we know it's nothing.
Absolutely
Nowhere
not.
in there is it easy.
Well, the longer you do it, the easier it gets.
There we go. Let's talk a little bit about this place, the brand new facility. I'm sure you were over in Canton at the old barn. And
I was.
What a difference it must be from A to B. Let's talk about that first.
I've actually been in 3 different buildings, 2 with Four Wall, and honestly, the last building felt big, but this one is something else.
A little monstrous. I know. I walked in here too and I said, where's the end? I can't see the wall.
And especially with all this haze here.
I love it. Yeah, the haze is an interesting effect here, but I like it. It really shows the lighting off well.
Absolutely.
Especially with the LEDs. You got to have it. So let's also talk a little bit about the floor here. I'm sure you must have had a hand building that, and we're going to show our folks at home here as well while you're explaining the process a little bit. Tell us about this amazing LED floor.
Well, I saw this going up over the past few days, and honestly, the new LED panels that we're getting in Four Wall and all of the locations they're sending out is amazing. I'm fascinated by the different ways that you can utilize pixel technology and set up floors, set up walls, curved walls. We've had so many different providers coming in here with different types of pixel walls, but they're incredible.
They really are. Changing the whole industry as we know
absolutely.
it, of course. I mean, just look at that. It's almost like once you step off it back onto regular cement, it's boring.
Seriously. And we've got one over there that does up to a 40-degree curve, so you can create a column out of 9 different panels.
Is
it's
that even
amazing.
legal? Can you do that?
Apparently you can.
Well,
I haven't
right.
seen an image on it, but I'm excited to.
I love it. And of course, you just celebrated 5 years here in the company, as we talked about. So let's go earlier today, the Longevity Awards. Your opinion and your take on that, watching how emotional Steve got and how everybody else in the room, obviously, that's the kind of culture you want to see in a company that you've invested your career in.
Absolutely. Honestly, the first time I heard the CEO started in the shop, I knew that Four Wall had a culture that I could get behind. And knowing that hiring internally is so important to them and they really want to keep people for as long as they can. And they saw Steve and they saw Alps and what he'd built and how he kept people. And they said, we want that. And it made me really happy to join the family and keep going with them for the last 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome. And of course, the last 5 years, let's be honest, have been some of the most trying times, not only just in U.S. history, but human history as well.
Absolutely.
Can you talk about what that meant to you to know that your company had your back and your job was safe and secure here no matter what?
That honestly felt amazing. Having never dealt with anything that big and going through it with the rest of the country, it was really nice to know that Four Wall cared about keeping us informed on how the local ordinances were changing and how they were going to support us and where our paperwork was going to come from, and even down to asking who we talked to and which our HR person we go to. It was just really nice. We were really well supported.
Excellent. And of course, we talked a little bit about it with HR literally earlier today. Some of the benefits that are offered here through Four Wall, second to none when it comes right down to it.
It really is. Honestly, the medical, the dental, the health insurance, being able to keep that through the pandemic was the best support I've ever gotten from a company I've worked for. So it was really impressive.
That's amazing. And just to follow up on the subject, of course, how has your career here at Four Wall impacted your life personally as well as that of your families?
it's actually given me a better perspective on theater as a world. So I went from just a shop floater when I was working with Alps. I went to the lamps lead when I went to Four Wall, and now I'm the LED lead. So I've gotten to see the gear improve and the evolution of all of the different things that we get. And we even just created a video department in the last couple of years at this location. So seeing the industry change and seeing the industry grow has been really cool.
It's not just a job, folks. It's a career with innovation, and our people are leading the way. That's what really makes the difference. And of course, give you an opportunity to give your rest of your department a shout out. Any honorable mentions? As we heard from everybody, no one person obviously makes or breaks this, but if everybody keeps up the level that they have, obviously greatness continues.
Absolutely. Mike Matasio, our manager of the shop, Chad Winship, our operations manager, always have our back. Richard is supporting us in the service department. Ryan's leading the cable department with an iron fist, but kindly. And Eric runs the lamps department like nobody's business. John took over video when we just got it. Robbie's been running moving lights for like 10, 12 years at this point, 15 years. Yeah, we've got a good crew here.
That's wonderful. Well, folks, if you're looking to start a career here at Four Wall and you want to get into the LED, now you know who you're going to be working with, for, and partnering across all these great projects. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us and tell the folks at home watching all across the free world what this means to you. Thank you so much for doing that.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I know there's some delicious food over there. I can't wait to get over there. You're going to beat me to it, so you get over there and enjoy that. We're going to go view another episode of Light Humor. Have you seen these episodes yet? Have you seen
I
this?
love them. They were my favorite thing to come out of the pandemic.
I absolutely having a blast with these. So let's go back. We have the airing of episode 6 is going to be in the finale of this stream. So folks, don't go anywhere. You're going to want to watch this one. But first, we're going to have a little bit of light humor.
Okay, that looks good, Mike. Moving on to channel 6.
Channel 6.
Okay, let's tilt that up. And John would still love to get those work lights out.
On it.
Okay, tilting up. And we're gonna need a new lamp.
I'll grab one.
Okay, well, let's jump to channel 7. Hot on me. Tilt up a little.
What?
Tilt up. John, can we hold off on the drilling for a little bit?
I'll talk to them. Hey, Cops. Can you just hold off on the noise for a bit?
And a case of beer to anyone who gets the work lights on.
Turn it off?
No, not the... Let's do a top cut.
You need a top hat? Hey, Dan, grab me a top
hat.
hat.
Not a top hat. A top... Oh, thank God. A top cut, please. And now a little pan stage right. Good, lock it.
Locked.
Beautiful. Actually, pan that light backstage left a little bit.
Panning stage left.
That's great. Lock it. Actually, backstage right here. Perfect. At least they're not tuning the piano. Can we just get through one light without having extra noise?
I'll take care of it. They gotta clean the house before tonight.
It's okay. The work lights are still on, so they can see what they're doing. Let's run the barrel.
Downstage skirting coming in.
Oh, for the love of...
Really? Hey, Rail, can we lose the curtain? How's that look?
Like the backside of a dirty curtain. Why don't we... Thank you, Rail. Okay, let's lock that. You gotta be kidding me. John!
The piano tuner's here.
You think? This might be difficult, no?
No, this guy's a pro. He says nothing can break his focus.
I should have been a piano tuner.
Did you need something else?
A gin and tonic?
What?
Nope.
Spin the yoke?
No, the yoke is fine. Let's move... Wait, what channel is this?
Channel 7.
Son of a... I put this in the wrong spot.
Unlock?
No, we'll come back to it. Let's drop color and move on.
This light has no color.
Oh, of course not. John, can we get the color for this light?
I have it down here. I can send it up with the lamp. It's okay. I gotta come down and grab the wrench anyway.
Grab the wrench? What do you
want to go somewhere else?
Cancun.
Sorry?
The box boom! Andrea, all set up there? Let's bang through these lights and then we can start over.
That's coffee. Make it safe.
Fuck me. Okay. Thanks, everyone. 300 lights to go.
Got the works out. Better? I'm just gonna leave some lights on for the piano tuner.
Ask him if he takes requests.
I'm so glad we have these light humor episodes. This is really some fun stuff. That's right. We're live here at the Boston Vendor Showcase. It is almost 6:30. What time is it? It's 6:18. Close enough. Mark Consiglio joins us, one of the newest additions here to the Four Wall family. And Mark, absolute pleasure to be here with you today and all these wonderful people. It's just been a whirlwind of excitement. And of course, obviously, the battle stations provided by Glitch look fantastic. We'll actually get a little shot of that over there for folks. We got some live play right now. Mark, can you tell us a little bit about what you do here, what you bring to the table, and what it means to be a part of this family?
Absolutely, Ben. Again, thank you as well for being here. I mean, I know that we're buds outside of this, but I'm super excited that you got to come in and be our host for this. You've been doing a smashing job. I am the newest addition, I think, to the Four Wall Boston office. I've been here for about 6 months, and my job is really to grow what we call 360 business. So not just lighting, which is what Four Wall and Alps was known for, but audio, video production as well, and really trying to build the entire show for our customers and for some of our clients.
And you, of course, bring years of knowledge, and you're just a wealth of information when it comes to the audio side of things. Being one of the newest items on the Four Wall menu, obviously lighting and video, they're well known, but now taking over the audio game.
Yeah, I mean, audio at Four Wall was something, especially in the Boston office, that wasn't, we had no gear until about 3 months ago.
Wow.
Now we've got some line arrays, we've got some mixers, we've got some stuff, wireless microphones, or even some of the stuff that we're using today. This was not here 3 months ago. So very excited to build that business for the Four Wall Boston office.
And of course, as our folks watching at home can see right now, very hazy in here right now. I'll tell you, it looks great when you're showing off the lights, but getting a little heavy in here, isn't it?
It is getting a little heavy in here. I think we might have to start running some fans. And it's too bad we don't have a great shot of the actual vendor area, but there are a lot of people here right now. There's a few hundred people, not including vendors, walking around the warehouse right now. Checking out the food and the beverage, obviously, but also all of our great vendors that are here today.
Oh, everybody is on the list here, and the invite list was about 3.5 pages long at a 12-size font. I don't have to tell you how many people that is. And Mark, of course, the setup process for this whole thing over the last couple of days has been a whirlwind. Can you speak a little bit about that and kind of all the people that help bring this event together in the construction phase?
Absolutely. We sat down and started planning this a few months ago, Ben, and honestly, I went to the New York Vendor Showcase a couple months ago, and I just wanted to outdo that. So in some of our planning meetings, I said, why don't we just go all out? Why don't we do something really cool that shows all of our capabilities? We were also, Drew Canonis and I, who's on the marketing team, he's our director of content. We were at an esports conference about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I said, why don't we have an esports feel to it? So we built a little esports stage. We worked with our friends at Glitch to get the battle stations in here, which is an all-encompassing esports desk with the computer built in, the monitor, everything's built into that desk. We just wanted to build something that showed all of our capabilities for audio, video, lighting, our LED floor, our LED walls, our media servers, our mapping capabilities. We just wanted to show everything, as well as have our vendors, be present and be able to show some of their new technology.
And showing off the new technology they have, we talked about it with one of our guests earlier. There are pieces of equipment on display right now that I've only ever seen in video games.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, real life.
Yeah. There's some amazing stuff here. Just looking out in the crowd. I mean, the folks at AC Lighting and ProLight, Fred McKesco over there. They've always got top of the line stuff. I've known them for a very long time. Our friends at Absen. There's too many to list, but just looking out there, I mean, there's a lot of really cool products. There's a lot of amazing new technology out there.
There really is, and Four Wall stands at the front end of all of it. And folks, don't forget, if you are trying to figure out how you're going to pull your next production together, no matter what it is, big projects, small projects, something maybe in the middle, there is literally something for everyone at a location nearest to you. We're all over North America. We have locations in Europe. Mark, I mean, Four Walls coverage really doesn't know any bounds.
It doesn't. It's pretty boundless. Here in Boston, I mean, this is where I know the most of for the company. We've got an amazing team here. You've met some of them today on this stream. Some of the folks, you know, when we built this stage, designed it, and installed it over the last couple of days, our team had to do this. We don't have a lot of technical people on our staff that can just jump in and build this. They've got a warehouse to run. So the other account executives and sales folks on our team, they were out here building all this with me. Mike Barsis, Alex Chang, Trevor Bates was out here for a long time. I mean, everybody in our events team was out here doing this, and those are some of the guys that are at the top of the list of anybody in this region that's looking for services, equipment, really anything. They're synonymous with production in Boston.
And now that you're on the team, the audio game is going to be on the up and the up. Oh, no, it's not hopefully. It's happening, man.
Hopefully.
And, folks, don't forget, you can contact Mark as well as all the account executives, whichever one you'd like to talk to. Everyone's got a photo on the website. You can see all these smiling mugs here. I wish I had a camera shot of this. But the best way to do it is to go to 4wall.com. Click on contact, and you're going to get to select the location closest to you. In our case, it's Boston, brand new facility here. And then you'll see the list of everybody that you can talk to. And hey, there's Mark right there.
There I am.
I love it. Well, well done, my friend. This has been an exciting time. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. Any other shout outs you'd like to give or mentions that we haven't gone over?
I mean, there's too many to thank. The staff here at Four Wall Boston is just second to none. This is a top tier group. I'm so proud and happy to work with this team. Steve Way, who you got to talk to earlier, he's an amazing leader for us. We're very lucky to have the team that we have. Everybody here is absolutely amazing. It's a friendly staff. Everybody is, their own gear in the whole works of everything. And if one piece was missing, this thing would fall apart. So very happy to work with this team. This is an amazing place to be. But yeah, I mean, can't say enough good things about Four Wall.
Well, there's only one more thing that we have to show people before we call this one an official wrap tonight, and I want to talk about this as we got into a little bit earlier. This light humor series.
Yeah.
I am so impressed with this. Much like most of our viewers, I saw all these episodes live for the first time here today, and I got to tell you, the people were named, and they've done a fantastic job. The animation is on point. The humor is there. The actual gear talk is there. It suffices that inner gear nerd in my little heart, and I'm sure everybody else out there. So we're going to have what I believe to be at the moment the world premiere of episode 6.
Yeah.
Right here, right now. And before we air it, folks, I just want to say thank you once again for joining us for our live stream today. This is the brand new Boston facility, 7 Manley Street, here in Bridgewater. And don't forget, folks, this is Four Wall we're talking about. Large enough to service, small enough to care. We're here to get you there. So episode 6 airing right now. Folks, thank you so much. And we do hope you enjoy.
Max!
Jerry, you old son of a gun.
God, how long has it been?
Gotta be 25 years since we wrapped up that internal reflections tour. Hell, I've had 2 new wives since then. Listen, man, I'm in a real jam, and I'm hoping you can help me out.
The last time I helped you, I got banned from every La Quinta in Florida.
No, our tour is rolling in just down the road from you, and my crew's dropping like flies.
I don't know, man. I've been out of the game a long time.
It's like riding a bike. You plug in the lights, they flash to the music.
I do miss the smell of fog juice. What time?
All right, 10 hours till doors. This is Jerry. He was hanging lights when most of you were still in diapers. Dawn, take Jerry with you, start getting things plugged.
Great, which way to the dimmers?
Oh my god, we forgot the dimmer racks.
Where'd you leave them?
1999. Hey, can you use your phone to log into the network and make sure we're talking?
Oh, I'm still a flip phone guy.
Flip phone? Is that like a game where you toss your iPhone? Oh hey, you won.
It's asking for a password. I keep all my passwords on a Post-it. Can I see your Post-it?
Have you never set up a network?
That's what grandkids are for. Or Steve at Verizon.
What are you doing?
Max said this fixture isn't striking. There's your problem. There's no lamp in it.
They're LED fixtures. There are no lamps.
No lamps at all? Is this like some kind of hazing?
No, we don't set up the hazers till after lunch.
Where are the burgers?
Sorry, man. No meat.
Not even chicken?
They got chicken. It's made from tofu, radishes, and seaweed puree. Ben's rules.
That sounds disgusting.
You get used to it. We don't put crap in our bodies like you guys did.
I'll just get something to drink.
They got Monster Energy, Red Bull, and brain hemorrhage.
Glad you guys aren't putting crap in your bodies. I'll try a Red Bull. When do we haul the spots up? Let's go, I can lift a car.
What spots?
The follow spots.
They're already hung.
You hung them? Where do you stand?
I'm generally in favor of spots.
No, where do you stand to run them?
Who cares? They're remote. Are you okay? You don't look so good.
What was in that drink? I miss the gentle buzz of cocaine.
You all right, Grandpa?
Oh man, can I bum a smoke?
Those things will kill you. I quit years ago. Only weed now.
Well, lucky they don't drug test you.
Please, one of our main sponsors is Diamond Dave's Dispensary. The only test we have to pass is whether we can tell the difference between California Crunk and Purple Rain.
Wow, legal weed. F*** me.
Whoa, let's watch the language. I find that word very triggering.
Hey, it's getting late. Can I climb? These lights aren't going to focus themselves.
That's literally how it works.
No pars? Nothing?
Oh yeah, pars. My dad told me about those.
Hey, why don't we have the number 4 truss?
Aha! I'll go. Can I climb, please?
Do you have a harness?
A what?
And I'll need to see your certificate that you've completed 30 hours of fall protection training.
Step 1, don't look down. Step 2, don't look down. There's my certificate.
Listen up, doors are in 10 minutes, and we're still missing that truss.
Wait, I can run a diagnostics from my phone and see if we get a ping back.
Someone check the IP addresses? We might have conflicting numbers. Is RDM turned on?
Can we try turning it off and see if that helps?
This console is fully online, right?
Could it be a mode thing? I'll be set to turn it on.
Hey, Geek Squad! It helps if you plug it in.
You're not so bad, old timer.
All the technology in the world can't top 30 years on the road.
You should come out with us. We could use someone like you.
Someone with years of experience touring venues across the country?
No, the bus GPS is down and none of us knows how to read a map. I assume these blue parts are the roads?